Silverado pace truck is in, and here we go on the dirt at Bristol.
'24 way up out of the groove. William Byron having trouble, got up too high. Track looks like it's got quite a bit of moisture in it so far, Tony.
Yeah, and I don't think they have to be that high yet. I think some of these guys look at that and think that cushion is already there. That's dirt that they tilled up overnight, and they've been watering that all day. The problem is they haven't laid it down, and that's for a reason. It's intentional to make that hopefully build into a cushion as the race goes on. But right now, it's slick.
And I'm seeing a lot of guys, you see it right there in Ryan Blaney, a lot of guys losing the front end. Cars are tight out there. Heavy track conditions usually mean, you know, you're going to have to be good on the long run. When this thing dries up, probably going to need to be a little bit tight. That means they're going to struggle early.
And talking to a lot of the drivers and crew chiefs before the race, they all talked about tightening their cars up because they felt like as the race went on, they were going to have to be tighter than what they were in the heat races last night. With all the overcast skies and moisture that was in the area, they had to free the cars up to get them to rotate for the heat races. Now they're worried about this long run in the second half of the race.
Absolutely. And Larson was the one that told that best right on the pre-race show, told it to us, said, hey, wasn't happy with that car. Dominated his heat race, passed everybody in the first corner. By the first lap was in the lead. That's why he's on the pole. Got out and was bummed out with his car. Said, I'm way too loose. Need to tighten this baby up.
Watching the race for fourth here, and lap time starting to come down. 5 drivers have toured the track in under 20 seconds. 2 laps ago, there were only 2 of them. So business is picking up.
And I think a lot of it's air pressure. These guys start the air low, just like they do on a pavement track. As the tire heats up, it's going to build that air pressure, but they don't want to be too high, so you have to start it low. It's probably too low to be optimum, and those pressures as they're coming in, it's starting to make the cars feel better. And
I think the track, you know, not having any support series burning the track in, I think the track was a little bit slimy. Doesn't surprise me that it picks up right here.
Here's one of the stories tonight. Austin Cindric, watching him in his heat, he is a much improved dirt driver than when he came here as a rookie 1 year ago. He's in the lead pack, a breakaway, part of that 7-car breakaway from the pack, just past Kyle Busch and moving forward.
I think you nailed it. That was one of my biggest takeaways from last night was the improvement of Austin Cindric.
But looking at him, you can tell he's driving with a lot of confidence, but the thing that you see is the back of that car is hung out a lot. So I'm not sure if he's going to be as tight as he needs to be at the end of the race, but they're going to have an opportunity to work on it.
Here comes Dylan.
Tight, that's right, and I think it's because the 5 of Kyle Larson's getting tight. Austin seems to be a little bit freer. The other thing I heard from his in-car earlier is he's shifting. You see Kyle up there jabbing the gas, trying to get the thing to come around. When every time that thing goes womp, womp, and moves like that, he's doing that with a throttle. Listen up.
You're hearing what he's doing with the throttle, and if the car's tight, that's where you hear him rev it up a little bit, and that's to spin the rear tires to get
Turn
the
2.
back of the car to rotate.
Around goes Bubba Wallace after contact, and one car's up and into the wall, and Joey Logano, who won this race 2 years ago, is into the water barrels that protect the head end of pit road. 4 cars under a blanket, and there was plenty of contact there. Bubba Wallace starts to go around, collecting Logano, Byron, and Gilliland.